Hello and welcome to the oh my goodness. I took a drink right as the curtain was rising because I realized I hadn't hydrated in probably about an hour. Thank you very much for the coin toss. So I messed up my entire intro, but I hope you'll forgive me. Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is macaroni and cheese with your choice of protein. I love the ground beef. Great mixture, but also we've got some pork, chicken, a little bit of fish, and even some soy and other like lentils and things like that, if that's your jam. But other than that, it looks like Emily is currently available for a full service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Today we'll be finishing up the Lamplighters League. Last time we collected the final piece we needed to get into the tower, and we've already gotten the sort of essence of all of the bad guys in order to cut them off from their power. So let's do it. Let's cut some fascist bastards off from the source of their evil power. Why don't we? I don't know how long it's going to take, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was a multi-part mission, but either way, could you just have mac and cheese and jam? I mean, what kind of jam? What kind of jam are you looking for, Osiris? I know we've got some grape jelly. We might have some apple jam and maybe a little bit of strawberry left, although that one tends to go fast. But we do not have any bacon jam, I'm sorry to say. But anyway, I'm sure there's going to be time left at the end of the stream, so I'm hoping to actually take y'all through at least the first mission or two of my very favorite 40k tactics game, Mechanicus. Like, this game, I'm not going to say it was exactly slept on, but it didn't get as much of a following as I felt it deserved. Now, that to be said, I don't think it's going to be good enough for a full series of streams, so I'm not going to make it a whole series, but I do want to take some time to show it off, because it's something I've been wanting to show off for a little while. And I don't want to start our next game until I can give it a full episode. Alright, I'll put you down for some apple jam. And I do already know what I'm going to be replacing this with. It's not a new game, but it is a game. We'll go ahead and say it was made by the same people as the Lamplighters League, and leave it at that. Anyway, yeah, as always, I'll be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversations. Don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. So without further ado, I can get my pedal here. There we are. Let's get to it.
So, Ingrid, you got anybody waiting for you back at home?
I can't say that I have a home. I used to have several. Townhouses, chateaus, yachts.
Oh, a rich girl, huh?
A long time ago. Now I hit people for money.
You know, fair enough.
No sweetheart.
Emily's pretty cool. Oh, if you have not... Oh, wait, no, I haven't gotten her stuff set up yet. I've got new menus that are going to be going on to the Come and Go's website, and that's going to include blurbs and bios for all the employees, or at least the customer-facing employees. Although our current menu is on the website already, but again, that's getting a nice visual update, because our original was handwritten, and I realized that it's a little hard to read, so we're going to be updating it fairly soon.
I had a husband once. That was a long time ago, too. They never found a body. Any more questions?
Not sure where to go from here.
Most fellows stop right there. Get out when the getting's good.
No questions, nope.
Maybe I'm different.
Thank you, Osiris.
Maybe you can't take a hint.
Oh.
Maybe I got your hint.
Oh.
Maybe I'll explain it to you.
Oh.
The way you explained it to your husband.
That depends.
Depends on what?
How you treat me.
Oh. I mean, we've seen that kind of building for the entire game, but oh, good for them.
Half the shots you make, I've never seen anyone hit from those distances.
Oh, you'll make a girl blush. Keep going.
What's the longest shot you ever made?
In the field? Only 900 meters or so. But the real trick was shooting through the tenement windows to the veranda of the building on the other side.
900 meters is nothing to sneeze at.
Who was the target?
No idea. If I had to guess, I would say he had a tried to blackmail someone powerful look about him.
Oh.
Cold.
Professional. The club keeps the research separate from the field. That way we don't get sentimental.
Yeah, fair enough.
You the sentimental type?
Hardly. In fact, and don't you dare ask me how I know this, sentimentality can be a real career ender.
Say you got hired to take me out. Any of us.
Business is business. But don't worry. I'm very expensive and I doubt this lot would rate.
Oh,
That is, real comforting.
fair enough, I guess.
Hello, Volchimorda. Odd little racket here, isn't it? Still, pays well.
I am busy.
All right, kid
Busy
here.
doing what?
Keeping watch.
Oh, I'll keep watch with you then.
A man of few words. Alright, well, I'm not locked out of other missions, but it would feel weird at this point to do
It
anything
warms
other
the
than
heart
this.
to help you.
Let's make a deal.
Yep, and I'm out of supplies. Alright, well. Into the tower at the end of the world and place the atropic device at its crown. Inside the wellspring of all magic, the atropic device will strip the Scions' catalysts of their magic, rendering the Scions themselves defenseless. Critical mission. Yeah, that feels right. He may have been the last person that we picked up, but he is probably one of the most directly useful for the current way I've got everybody built. Final mission. This is a point of no return. When you deploy, you'll not be able to return. Are you ready? As ready as I'll ever be. Oh, that's fucked up looking. The atropic device is complete. The catalyst samples placed inside. The keystones formed into a door and the agents, equipped with protective wards as strong as I could make them, passed through. Inside the tower, they will place the device at the very heart of the Brightstorm. All works as I expected. This will sever every drop, every shard, every splinter of the Scions' catalysts from their magical source, rendering them nothing more than blood, metal, and crystals. And then we will kill the Scions. Banished court will be no more, the world will be safe, and the vow I swore over the Greymoor's graves will be
This
fulfilled.
tower is impossible. Breathtaking.
Stare later. We are here to plant Locke's device.
And yeah, no kidding, it definitely screams a cult. Okay, let's get Purnima in the lead as per usual.
This place is... I get why Locke never shuts up about it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Cool kids. Leave it to them to muck up something beautiful.
Hang on a second. The dog has done the business where she's supposed to, but I do need to go clean it up, otherwise it's going to stink the space up. So I'll be back, like, not even 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. Are we back? Check 1, 2. Hello? Let me double check my mic. Yep. Okay, mic is in fact working. Lovely. Okay. Sorry, I was the very first person to wake up this morning, and so I was in charge of... Yeah, you basically just...
You're too late. You're bleeding, Castro. Whose hand do I need to shake? Strum. The brute tried to kill me. I will open his throat. But first, I'll open yours.
But yeah, basically I was the first person awake, and so I was having to watch out for the, pup. Which is fine. Like, that's pretty normal.
Too slow.
But she has been extra, shall we say, anxiety dog lately. And that definitely made that a little bit annoying.
Take this.
You're skilled. Good.
Yeah, we'll get him to there. Ba, 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 ba. Don't need him relocating. Oh yeah, let's give that bonus to Ingrid.
Come on. Come. Fight back.
I mean, I was.
Take this.
The kill will be sweeter for your resistance.
But I have to wonder if the things that we did during the course of the campaign are what caused her to be weakened.
I, Ulfumstrom, lay claim to this tower. I take its magic for myself, that I might create the world anew!
Listen! Even as we speak, Strum drinks from the bright storm!
He sure does.
My king, forgive me.
No more running.
Wow, okay, okay. A little rude to miss there.
Winged him at least.
Grab that dude's armor. Oh, it's not completely down, but I'll take it. Let's see.
Too slow.
What does this do? Okay, let's up. Then
Even easier than falling in love. That's what you get.
and we gain our AP back.
Not so fast.
Nice. Okay, there we go.
Incoming.
And then there's these assholes. Take 87%. There we go.
You know how to
Threat
handle
removed.
yourself.
Told you I could handle this on my own.
Nice one.
Nice, and another threat removed. Let's get around to there. And you don't have an overwatch, don't think. So,
Back to the center.
generate some flow. And get to there. Okay, cool. Oh, dang, she had 4 AP. Forgot about that. Well, I'll just have her actually go and bop this guy for 1.
I don't think so.
There we go. Okay.
Better them than me.
Problem solved. Get everybody a little closer together. We're hitting
Shall
that
we?
group up button. There we go. Where in the world am I supposed to be going from here? Ah, stairs.
Rise up, my legions. Purge yourself of form and vagueness. Fill your hearts with the purity of death.
We need to shut that Scion up now.
The ground rises and falls almost imperceptibly slowly. The chest of a sleeping giant. Ugh. These coral things evoke tentacles. Yeah, that's 100% on purpose.
Look! Marteau! I got a bullet with his name on it.
I like the sound of that, but can we spare the tongue?
No true believer. Marteau would prefer to stay out of harm's way.
Wait, this is the first time I fought him?
to avoid the terrible accuracy of his link rifle.
Okay. Well, let's poke him from range then.
Well, let's get this over with. I have business with Strum.
Let me show you how these work.
Interesting. Oh yeah, that's 100% intentional. There and inspect. The flowers of this plant let off a sickly sweet aroma, like honey and kerosene. Its roots wrap around the carcasses of innumerable dead rodents. Ugh.
regret that it came to this.
Remind me
Nice.
not to piss you off.
You took your eye off
Let's
the
get a
prize.
kill and run for it. Let's play it a little safe this time around. Alright, and let's give a guaranteed hit to Purnima. And then... blow. Oh, I mean, okay. Oh, sir.
Do this with one hand.
Oh, sir, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a big fucking mistake.
Fire in the hole.
Like, this man just walked up within punching range.
Allow me to demonstrate my greatest invention yet.
How about a challenge sometime?
Oh, I didn't even have to punch him. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, so let's shred a bit of armor with
I'm
you.
just getting warmed up.
Look at you, Swatter.
There we go.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah, have your fun.
Get him out of the
That's
explosion
more like
zone. Ooh, and gain some AP about it. Lovely.
Face it, you're outmatched.
Ooh. So you know what? Let's use this bonus AP to take that guy down. I don't know if these things give me bonus AP, so let's get around to there.
No hard feelings.
Keep on them.
A little sad she couldn't get him in one. That's fine.
Oh well.
Bring it around to there. Ooh, excellent. Gotta step away from a bit, but you're listening? Hey, fair enough. Let's find out real quick if these things give bonus AP or not. They do not. Okay, good. Seriously, I cannot believe the AI for that Scion just handed itself to me. Like, I know I'm not playing on like a particularly high difficulty, but like, that's just bad tactics. Like, ah, yes, this enemy that is spec'd for short-range combat. This team that is spec'd for short to mid-range combat. Let's get close to them. Alright.
You to tangle with Eddie Sawyer.
Up. And... well, this will take a double bop, but it's fine. We've got the AP for it.
Our dance is done.
Oh, okay.
Shall we continue?
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Spectronauts are Marteau's most trusted agents, scouts, and assassins, with a hard-earned knowledge of the other side.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I let you land that blow.
Sure you did, bud.
Didn't have to go this way.
Brilliant!
Yep, let's refill ammo.
Unexpected. Unexpected. Are you putting up a fight?
Yes.
It was supposed to be mine.
Finally. Call that job done.
And now down go the Spectronauts.
Don't insult me.
Neat that they're immune to Overwatch, though. Like, that is a cool mechanic. Do I wish that I had gotten that at some point? Yeah, that would have been cool. And down. Why not? Let's get a bonus AP going. And take an aim shot.
Someday this violence will end.
Night.
I'll
Woo!
make
Right
sure
off the
of it.
cliff.
Push on.
Bring everybody in. Where are we going? This way, maybe? Nope. A path would be lovely, game. Point me in a direction, please. Oh, or did... Well, there was a bit of a fork before. Yeah, it came down that way, so I guess up this way? Nope, that's not the one.
Let him have it.
Marvelous shot.
I'm a little bit annoyed that only one of those hit, but it's fine.
Bloody perfect shot, wasn't it?
Set her up for success. There's that bonus AP again. Remove that one's armor.
Pain will be over soon.
Now you know your place.
It's back up!
Oh, come on.
Do you think this can stop me?
Oh, come on!
That one does look bad.
Calm down. We won't leave you behind.
Come on, I can deal with the pain. You're good, but not good enough.
Anzakari Tablet, the Blasphemy. The writing on this tablet is impossibly ancient, but universally legible. The tower's gifts protected us. The stranger had gifts of his own. His lips breathed 1,000 blasphemies as he took aim with his bow. The god-kissed arrow hissed and wailed and shivered in his grasp. He loosed the dart and let it fly, and it found young Hiran's chest. Beloved was he, the miller's boy, a flower in full bloom, but his blood flowed black like a bitter fountain. It filled the air with salt. Under the weight of such blasphemy, the Ur-Anzu took wing. They struck the stranger and his host with bolts of holy flame. The tower shook... Hello?
Hey, Mom! I'm having trouble with that dance move you showed me earlier.
Sure, sweetie. Show me what you got.
Down and...
Alright, I see what's going on. Give me just a moment to finish reading this, and I'll be right with you, okay? The tower shook with soot and screams as the fire did its work. It ate their bodies and drank their souls, and smote them into ash. The Anzu screeched with a single voice, their wings stained black with soot. Their innocence lost, they became as beasts, and they filled our hearts with fear. Whoa. Okay, so, I'm going to go work with Lila for just a second. We've got a commercial coming up in the next few minutes anyway, so I'll go ahead and take my break now, run that commercial, and we'll be back for the next part of this mission. Alright? Okay, so it's going to be just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. And then you're going to put your hands on your hips and bring your knees in tight. Okay, folks, let's take a look. Don't have the space for that. Another second wind. Doesn't help him, but hey, let's at least try. Let's see, that's a full heal. Alright, let's just try not to have him get too exposed. That is still such bullshit that such a basic enemy downed him. Whoop. Like, and it was done with zero fucking chance to avoid it. Because combat ended, it automatically got back up, it automatically then attacked us. It's a whole fucking thing. Anzakari Tablet, the Outsider. There came to us a stranger, a man both wise and cruel. He was a knower of secrets, touched by the deep, and a servant of gods without names. Many days had he traveled through storm and wind and blaze, and they had left their mark upon him, and at his back there marched a teeming host that howled for our blood. Being Anzakari, our duty to the tower was clear. For many days, we used our gifts to hold the host at bay. We uprooted the tower, we roused the storm, and we struck them down as they came. But they lusted to steal the tower's gifts, and their avarice only grew. They slashed the air in anger, and their arrows fell like hail. Wait, what's off in this direction? Oh, okay. So it's playing games with me is what it's doing.
Rise up and crush the timid. Grind some meat into the dirt. In my name, rise!
Don't like the look of that. Blocking the whole damn path, too.
We can't stop here. Not when we're this close.
Ungroup agents and send them in one at a time. Woof.
Stay put.
The worse for wear, thanks to Locke's walls.
This time, yes. But that last trip broke them. And we still have the device to deliver.
Looks like we found it. Steep drop, though. If we jump, we'll have to find another way back.
That'll hold me.
Okay, well. What's this over here? Oh, another medical kit. Anybody else?
I shouldn't have to do this for myself.
If that ain't our doorway into the storm, I don't know what else could be.
That would be a one-way trip. So, which of us is going?
Okay, he's being fancy then.
Let the earth be purified in flame. Let its treasures gild my eternal throne. I, Wolfenstrahl.
Hello, Mistborn. Sorry, I've been extremely focused because this is really cool and really scary. The Ascendant Scion revels in the power of the Bright Storm, apparently unaware of the tower's other visitors for now.
Do this! I will go! Right, well, I'm doing it.
Screw it! I'll get it done.
I'm going. No arguments.
Alright, Jian Yi is probably the best choice here, because everybody else is kind
I'll
of
set off Locke's device.
necessary to
We'll make it count, my
make sure everything out here doesn't get too hectic.
The worms of the earth come to grovel at the master's feet. Come and see what
Like, that was a coin toss because I'm gambling that the person who went in is not going to encounter any enemies themselves. Oh, he is fully fucking invincible, isn't he?
Be professional.
Yeah, he sure is. Alright, well, time to be kind of stupid then, I guess.
Control this field.
Mm-hmm. Ow. You know, I've killed you twice now, Strum.
somewhere? Anyone who touches me.
So,
comes to
you know,
regret.
forgive me if I don't believe you. Ooh, I set myself up a little bit incorrectly this time around. Ow. Okay. Let's get over to here. And Oh, no, I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, that should set Ingrid up for exactly what she needs. Alright, you know what? Let's just remove a threat from the field. There we go. Alright, Ingrid. Do your work.
That was your last chance.
Well, how do you do?
I'm not here to play games. Isn't that a lovely sight?
Alright, and let's see how much she can get out of this.
You couldn't keep up.
Okay, and she gets free move, and then I can use this last one to swat away the scarabs. There we go. Okay, cool. That got a little scary for a second there, but
Gotta stay alive! At least until the device goes off!
Keep sharp! We got usurpers on the field!
okay. Get her a bonus AP. Trying to get her out of... Oh, goodness gracious. Hmm.
I should really charge more for this.
Alright, not the best use of a turn, but a pretty good one. Okay, yeah, if we get him there, he can take a shot at the two people that he needs to take a shot at. 1 and 2.
I always got more ammo.
Whoops.
How about a little
Ugh.
constructive criticism, huh?
Did you really just miss both of those shots? Okay, you know what? Let's get you back here and in cover.
Come on,
And then gain and evade, and there we go. So, Mistborn, we are in the very, very final mission of the game.
Prolongs the inevitable.
And the Scion in charge right now, I say in charge, the last remaining Scion, because I finally killed the other two, is currently invincible. So, I have our swordsman, who had already taken one down, in there placing the agent, or placing the atropic device to defeat, or like peel off his invulnerability. Yeah, sure you are, bud. Meanwhile, my three, I guess, main folks are... How do you take out? Peel some armor off of you. Okay, that's good. Let's see if he can get even one hit off of this guy. There we go. Okay. A little bit of armor shred. What we're looking for. I'm gonna bop that guy. Just gonna stress everyone else out. Excellent. Let's take pot shots at this fellow. If we get lucky, might get a bonus AP here. Nope, didn't happen. Okay.
Too deep to stand your ground, huh? You'll die with my hands around your sword.
Knight, you're just a dick and I don't want to be near you.
Take this.
Ow.
Oh, wonderful. Another round.
Oh god, the exploding guys? Really?
Get these flunkies out of here! Give us some room!
0% chance to hit? Really? Alright, well, at least heal you. Welcome back, Osiris.
I don't need assault bombs. I can patch myself up, no problem.
Oh, he only had one bullet left. Yeah, that's a ton of fire. It is unfortunately the fire guy who got left behind.
Glass jar.
I will run you into the ground.
Okay, he really wants to go after Eddie. That's fine. Because that means I can bring Purnima up without having to deal with a few other things. Like this exploding fucker. Though I do have a feeling she's going to be the one who has to end up shooting at him. If only to make sure that when my guy comes back at the top of the hill there, he's not completely fucking surrounded. Oh my goodness. Right, because he's in the middle of smoke. Alright, well, best chance at hitting you, I guess. Alright, we'll come around to here and then help Eddie up.
Come on,
So that
on
he
your
doesn't
feet.
lose any
Thanks, partner.
AP.
Take this.
Go ahead and hit that evade.
Reloading.
Yeah, he's got to reload. And then he's going to take another pretty big hit. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm a little sad I couldn't get at least one hit on that fire guy before he got here. But it is what it is. I'm very annoyed that that fucker exists.
Something's wrong. What did you do, Worms? The storming. It burns.
He did it! God damn it, he did it! And you're dead!
Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and do
You want
that.
to see what I can really do?
Bonus AP. This should refine an AP.
Right in the soft bits.
Yep, okay. It does put her out of ammo, which is unfortunate. Then she can reload. Ooh, which she got bonus AP for. Hell yes.
Yeah, don't worry. Bullets are cheap.
Oh, bugger off.
Oh, that's fucked up. Gotta peel his armor off. And then he's gonna run up and probably bop her. Okay, good. He didn't quite get there. Bop. Bop.
You have your tricks. I have mine.
I don't want him dead yet. So let's bop, bop. Him, by him I mean the exploding guy. This asshole I will take out. Oh good! They've all panicked. Fuck yes.
Damn. Thought that and it'd never die.
One less to worry about.
Oh, let's use the stick and poke
That's it. No?
so that we get a free movement. And I'm going to throw that. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I'm actually going to use the Hermit to heal him.
Looks like someone needs a nurse.
Look at you. Coming to my rescue.
Alright, these guys are panicked as well, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Don't know why she can't get through that zone. But okay. Okay, so their panic lasts for 2 turns. Mildly inconvenient, but it is what it is. Get you up to there.
Buffalo Bill, eat your heart out.
Armor shredded. You know what?
All right, let's have some fun.
Let's just go ahead and remove more of that guy's armor. I say armor as if he had any armor left. Get her to over there. Remove all of that. Oh, you prick.
Now you know your place. I charge extra for this.
Feel that shake? Let's not be in here when the place collapses.
Now, can I get this guy out? Nope.
Right to it. It's gonna be a close one. Out! Back through the portal. Go! Go!
I don't know what to... The banished court is toppled. Its scions dead or lost forever. The tower at the end of the world is safe once more. But our victory came at a terrible price. Yeah, no kidding. Well, last in, first out, I guess. He was the last character we picked up and the only one we really lost.
At least this time I know I did the right thing.
For once, words fail me. You've accomplished the impossible. You've destroyed the banished court. The world is safe. Thanks to you.
They didn't do it by themselves, boss. Your atropic device worked. We'd be having this chat in hell if it hadn't.
It worked, but not without cost. Zhang Zhenyi paid for our victory with his very soul. Another hero, lost. I'll carry that weight until the end of my days.
It wasn't heroism, Locke. It was the job. We knew what we were getting ourselves into.
And if it had come down to it, we all would have entered the storm.
Perhaps this is what heroism truly is. Doing what must be done, no matter the cost. I've made no secret of why I hired you. I couldn't find any more heroes. So I found scoundrels instead. Not to replace the old Lamplighters, but to fight in their place, and if need be, to die in it. I can see now that I underestimated you. Badly. You are Lamplighters, Not as I remember them, perhaps, but as the world needs them to be.
Uh-huh. You've got another job for us, huh?
Not now, no. But when the next threat arises, when the world needs the Lamplighters League again, may I call on you?
Yes. You may.
Why not?
All work is good work.
Of course.
I'm in.
You'd better.
All right.
Why not?
If you really need me.
Assuming you can pay us, that is.
Okay. So, I've talked before about how this game needed more, and not from the developers. Harebrained Schemes did a fan-fucking-tastic job, but it needed more advertising, it needed more build-up, it needed more support from its publishers. And I can't help but feel that Paradox set this game up to fail. Paradox and Microsoft, who were some of the people who were funding Harebrained Schemes and who owned them during the development of this game. Every game that Harebrained had developed previously had been developed through Kickstarter. And so there was a lot of build-up. They knew exactly where customer interests lay. They made back the cost of making the game just from kickstarting it, just from making the damn thing. And so everyone who wanted it, everyone who was really, really super interested in it from the get-go, got what they paid for. And any sales afterwards were... Yeah, Paradox has been questionable the last several years. Yeah. So everybody who bought it afterwards was just more money in the coffers to make the next game. This was a fantastic concept. The art was gorgeous. The gameplay was on point. Like, literally, this was probably the most advanced version of this particular type of gameplay that I've run into. It still kept a lot of the XCOM style brutality and some of the swinginess, but it felt good percentages wise. Like, whereas XCOM, you might, like, a 99% chance to hit is still a coin toss, the percentage to hit on this game actually felt really incredible. Like, it felt honest. All of the individual characterizations, we got to spend more time with the characters. These were, instead of just being randomly generated people, like a normal XCOM style thing, these were specific individual characters, so we got to know them a lot better. It made us feel bad when they got knocked down, or like, it wasn't just an, oh, well, okay, fine, annoying, I lost one of my best mercenaries, I have to train another one now. It was, God damn it, why did Jean get knocked down for bullshit reasons? And I understand that that's part of the system. Like, there are going to be quite, like, edge cases all the time, but, like, he should have been able to dodge that. That sort of a thing, you know? Spending time with well-written specific characters always beats out randomly generated guys. It's one of my biggest complaints about the XCOM series, which is also, it is a good series, but it's one of my biggest complaints, is that because of how focused on being deadly it is, it loses that ability to do individual character work, and that sucks. I'm not saying the game was perfect. There was a bit of jank in it. I'd like to think that jank would have been worked out if Harebrained Schemes hadn't essentially been run into the ground as a part of making this game. Because again, they were not able to go to Kickstarter like they usually were. They were having to beg for money from their publishers, which meant that, like, essentially to offset the quote-unquote failure of this game, which is not their fault, they were not the ones doing any of the advertising, they didn't get to do their normal role on Kickstarter, they lost the license for both Shadowrun and Battletech, but they were able to eventually dig themselves out and are now independently owned once again. It's a poisoned pill, because it means they'll have more freedom to do what they do best in the future, but that they are not going to be able to make more Shadowrun games or more Battletech games. Those things that were their start and were their bread and butter. I know for a fact they were developing another Shadowrun game at one point. I don't know how far it had gotten into development or anything like that, but I talked to a couple of the devs. No, they were not allowed to use Kickstarter because this was a project that was kept in-house by the publisher. The publisher was like, no, we want more direct control over it, so we're going to give you your money. But then they did no advertising for it. They did no push for it. They did nothing. So yeah, Harebrained was not allowed to do the things that they were good at. Except for make a fucking fantastic video game. They did do that. They made a fantastic video game. And they made a very pointed game about how fascism takes on all different forms. It's not just capitalism, it's old world religion. It's, that bravado and nationalism that, we get through a lot of things. And they showed those very clearly in this game. And plus we got to kill a bunch of Nazis, basically. And evil, evil in general, because Nazis are evil. They are the most evil of the natural world, I should say. But we also got to kill a lot of very cool eldritch beings. Things that basically, like, they could have gone just standard, like, it's a Cthulhu mythos thing. And there were a couple of enemies that went that direction, but then they always pushed it further. It wasn't just, oh, here's like a little guy who's going to bite your ankles. It's, no, that fish dude is 2 times as tall as a normal human, and when biting you will poison you dramatically. The floating squid guys, another great example there. Those could have just been your standard, like, Cthulhu cultist in a robe or something like that, but having them be truly like these floating squid alien things that cause warps in reality. Cool. Send it. The definitely not ghosts, and like the whole thing with the lacunar plane, and the fact that there were more than one other planes, like, very, very fucking cool. The fact that we did get a little bit of Egyptology in there, which normally leaves a slightly bad taste in my mouth, but in this case, they tied it together nicely with other cultures' mythology and things like that. And made it so, like, oh no, this isn't a problem of like, oh, those Egyptian mummies. It's, no, Strum is using a material that the ancient Egyptians, not just the ancient Egyptians, but the ones that, like, to the Egyptians were ancient. He was using a material that they themselves had figured out is bad fucking news and had tried to seal away to, raise corpses. Oh, hello?
Mom, can you help me get a snack off the high shelf?
Sure thing, sweetie, but can't you reach it yourself at this point?
Yeah, but you have that grabby spell that I don't.
Okay, that's fair. Do you want something at the back then? Anywho, I've said my part about this. I'll help you in a second, hon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the commercial break thing. I'll get her what she wants, and then I'll set us up for our next game that we're playing today. Like I've mentioned before, 40k Mechanicus or Mechanicum, I can't forget which it is my favorite 40k game because of how tight the tactics are and how well it captures the Mechanicus's attitude. Much better than any other game that I've seen them in recently. Or not even just recently, like, at all. Even some of the tabletop stuff doesn't quite cover them well enough. It's a kind of semi-roguelike game, which I don't feel like it's interesting enough combat-wise and like ongoing story-wise to be good for a series. I love it, but I don't feel like it's going to be the best thing ongoing-wise to watch. But I can definitely get the rest of this episode out of it. So when I come back from that break, we'll be ready to play 40k Mechanicus. All right? Yep. I will see you all soon. All right, so what kind of snack do you want? Alrighty. So we are back. But by back, I mean I am now starting an entirely new game. I am gonna start from the beginning on this because I don't want y'all to see my overpowered build. I want y'all to see like the intro as well, and how that feels. Because this is a truly fantastic game, and the sequel is going to be coming out soon? Question mark. You can see the wishlist now button up the top there. So if this is interesting to you, definitely check it out for yourself, and be excited for the sequel as well. Just in case this VOD gets split into two pieces and people are wondering, like, what were we doing before? We just finished up the Lamplighters League, so I am doing Warhammer 40k Mechanicus because I canicus. I've got another hour and a half, 2 hours left in the stream, so let's get going. Let's go with normal. Yes, we will have the Heretic DLC on. Yeah, we'll stick with normal. You've activated controller mode. To change back to mouse and keyboard controls, you must restart the game. You want to proceed with the controller as your primary input? Yes, please. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's warfleet serve the Adeptus Mechanicus, and I'm really, really hoping this gives us the intro that I'm looking for. That music just tickles the back of my brain. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching the remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the imperial war machines with gigantic foundries, known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weakness, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitari troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedies, and portents of doom. Across the benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defense against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. An echo in the noosphere, Magos. Old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. Oh, I love how these guys vocalize. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. Opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Emissus Solaris within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Raditus. Gather them. 4 months later. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. Be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear. I hope I have awoken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Errors, yes. That's to body and soul. By the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Reshak. He vanished while on an exploratory mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis. He found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Keys for sector. Knowledge for mankind. +++ potential. +++ opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos Scaevola, not appropriate them. The Miskyron manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. Are our coordinates pi by I? .141592 by 1.618. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's either I or E. Good math joke. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? It emits pi divided by the square root of -1? Might be, yeah. As soon as we're in a stable orbit, Magos. Yeah, there's honestly, like, again, there are so many jokes in 40K. Like, it is such a fucking satirical setting, and yet people take it way too seriously. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 century. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servoscro Reditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once. I love Kepra. She's so cool. Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Reshek's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin exploration. Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance. As the exploratory troops move through the hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs, and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Thank you, Scabola. You are also very cool. Let the secrets of this world equal 0. I counsel caution, Magos Faustinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Here's a middle finger, Videx. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried, and Scabola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. Like, on the one hand, I understand that corruption is a very real problem in this universe. However, it's a bigger problem when you don't do anything about it. Not anything useful. The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servoskull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We're going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We will help you this one time. Press LB or RB to select a room, and press X to move to that destination. Okay, we see combat there, and surprise, surprise, it's the Necrons. Okay, this one is very straightforward. Like, we only have so many rooms we can go to. There's little exploration. These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers. Necrons. Mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. Hello, Teresis. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien, Magos. Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Head is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of the chamber. Secure, check the surrounding chambers for potential dangers, scrutinize, examine the inscriptions on the obelisk. Scourge, destroy the obelisk. It is a monument to the alien and must fall. We're going to scrutinize. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something's happening there. Something huge. Oh, I forgot about Ro. Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. Whoa. As one of the tech priests kneels to get a closer look at the obelisk, it seems to react to the cohort's presence. The obelisk splits open and a powerful, painful wave of exotic energy spills out. Inside are clustered formations of a rare-looking material. Which, Blackstone is the currency of this game, so I'm very glad I chose that. And here we have a combat. Necrons. Dreshak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they are as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs. Not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. While the established combat engagement protocols shall be done by the book, the aggressive stance of the tech priests ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. Caution. Let's do caution. Exercise extreme caution. Do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. Ooh, love the image of a Necron that came in the, what's the word I'm looking for? The melting of the data stream there. Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Redditus cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this standard construct. Necron warrior. Weak spots detected, plus none equals concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos? It must... Do not underestimate Gauss weaponry. Highly volatile. This is true. I heard our brothers and sisters in Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also, double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will plus self-repair plus reanimate or plus reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitari are the equivalent of a Class C graze to Necrons. At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the field of battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Press A on a square to place a unit. Let's see. Let's move you there. Oh, okay, so you only have range. Actually, then, let's put you over here. You have both range and a melee weapon. Ow. Rude. Yep, select a destination with a blue outline surrounding your unit, then press A, and you can confirm the movement. To decline the movement, simply press B. Oh, can I not move there? Let's move there then. You just moved your tech priest to a source of cogitation points. Cogitation points represent the valuable information the tech priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect cogitation points. The fastest way is moving your tech priests to the known source of cogitation points. There are many other ways to collect them, so look around to find out what they are. I know there are several upgrades that give you cogitation points for, like, doing attacks, scanning enemies, those sorts of things. Start at the bottom of the screen in the gauge. These are shared team resource, so plan ahead. So for instance, collect 1 cogitation point, revealing enemy statistics. You've selected a weapon that is not in any range or in range of any target. Look for weapons icon to appear on your desired target, or check the range of the weapon. Ah, okay. This is your servo skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnissiah, augmented to be a useful companion. Every tech priest has their own servo skull. Servo skulls are helpful in combat and cogitation point collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics. Go, my little skull buddy. Reveal the statistics, stats of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chance of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You then decide what weapon type's physical or energy works best against the target. Nice. We're gonna go that. Send this lad up to there. Yes, please. You've gathered enough cogitation points to be able to use a cogitation point powered weapon. Oh, I'm glad for that. I didn't realize that I had one of those equipped right now. Some weapons, like the Phosphor Serpenta, require cogitation points to use. Look at the right-hand side of each action to learn, okay, how much it costs to use. So there's the Phosphor Serpenta. Let's see if we can down this fucker. Woo! Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they will be unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Alright, I can't get to him. We'll send this guy over here. Okay. He can't move any further because he's already taken an attack, so... Oh, and I get a free cogitation point. You'll be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You need cogitation points to deploy troops. Works for me. These guys only have a melee attack, so I'm actually going to deploy him there. In Mechanicus, there are 2 types of units to control. Tech priests, the 2 units you've already commanded, or troops, such as the one you've just deployed onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests. However, they are useful and should not be overlooked. You are correct. There we go. And his timer is going to tick down. Oh! When servitors are hit in combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to be used later against their enemies. This is represented by gaining a cogitation point. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions. So let's go to there. Oh, no, I don't want to spend a cogitation point to do that. Let's go ahead and take him down. The Necron you just attacked has been teleported away to somewhere far beyond our reach. In practical terms, this means you have killed the target. Excellent. End of line. Move you around to there. Let's see what we can do. Bop. Okay, I'm gonna sit on that last cogitation point. Sure, I'll bring in another servitor. Nice. Nice. So, there's our first real battle in Mechanicus. All Xenos life forms purged. As you can see, the battles can be a little bit slow and plodding at times, which, you know, again, doesn't necessarily make for good streaming material, but is still a very, very fun system. It doesn't have the traditional cover systems of a normal XCOM, because, like, I can't, you know, get half cover or full cover or something like that, but it makes significantly more use of line of sight stuff. Like projectiles and things are actually based on a physical line of sight as measured from the models. So, for instance, that first guy, I couldn't shoot the guy in the top right-hand side, but he also couldn't shoot me from his position. So, yeah. Your cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. Oh, sure do. Uh-oh. Like, my priest should be fine, but, one servitor is looking a little rough there. Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi. Coffins. Burial places. Structural purpose designation. Tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures like upright coffins of an unknown material. Intrigue. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pictographs and readings may be key to success. Do not tarry to observe the works of the alien. Press on and avoid any distractions. Ignite. Make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations. We'll go with intrigue this time. They're waking up. The cohort examines the sarcophagi and note that each indeed contains a Necron warform in its heavily armored exterior. They're drawing power from somewhere. Ensure you observe your... Yep. Mm-hmm. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Let's see. We'll put you here. You there. Wait a minute. Actually, hang on. Let's put you back here to figure out what the fuck that does. I'm pretty sure it means I can gather from it multiple times. I'm gonna hold off on just deploying any more servitors until I can do kind of a forward deployment. Move you up. Collect my pouch. Oh, okay. Oh, cogitation gauge is full, you say? Okay. And that guy is not within range, so go ahead and burn a cogitation point to move further up. And then I can immediately regain it. Aim that guy. Oh, hello? Did I hear somebody, or was that... Oh, no, no, no. That is the sound of the soundtrack. Okay. So let's go there. Alright, let's be efficient about this. We'll reveal his abilities. Okay, he's got energy. Yes, the music in this game kicks ass. Okay, so this guy's pistol is going to be more effective at killing the guy on the other side. Nice. We'll splash one. And then we are going to... Yep, ranged weapon sure will be disabled in melee. That's fine. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you are unable to use your ranged weapons as they're too dangerous at close range. Oh, I know. That was on purpose. I'm going to hit him with my axe. Nice. Oh, okay. I kind of expected scarabs to show up at some point, but I didn't realize it was going to be this mission. What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gathered. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Breditus, verify your cogitators, then tell me what surfaced from Magos Reshak's cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology. Synthetic. Possible artificial intelligence. On specimens gathered, AI theory equals false. Personal recording. Weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and reconstruct anything they encounter, they are able to repair other units within their spaces with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access more of Rayshak's data than we thought was corrupted. It must be due to us recording these Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on an enemy. Each unit can only perform one opportunity attack per round. Bonk! Go the fuck down, bitch. You've now revealed the statistics for this target. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo skulls, specialized weapons, and other skills reveal the life of an enemy. Alright, noted. Bonk. Rude. Ow! Acid damage! Rude, extra rude. Yeah, we'll take this guy down. He's more likely to come back soon. And then continue walking to there. Nice. Destroyed. Ow. Are there more? Oh, hello?
The fire brought a gross bug inside again.
Okay, did he let it loose or did he still have a hold of it?
It's in a jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Okay. Well, just keep her off of it. I will be there as soon as. Actually, you know what? Hang on. It's my turn. I can go. Okay, well, we've got a commercial break that's coming up soon anyway, so we're going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to go make sure that the littlest one doesn't eat a bug. We'll be back soon. Alright. Talk to y'all soon. Alright, please at least tell me it's not a brightly colored bug this time. Welcome back, everyone. We are now continuing with our playthrough of Mechanicus. This isn't going to be an ongoing series. I'm just kind of finishing up the day with this game and showing off what is, frankly, my favorite 40k game. Yep, let's go ahead and bop these again. There we go. No threat remaining. Fantastic. But yeah, just for how well it actually shows off what the Mechanicus is all about. Thank you very much for the hydrate. All Xenos life forms purged. This symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of the mission. Negative signs of hostile forces. Seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed. Permission authorized. Acknowledged, Mikos. Protocol begins. What is the primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces. Numbers, defenses, locations. Any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary. Source the purpose of this tomb. Why was it built? Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answer, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperial Archaeotech. This may take a while. Idea, Magos. If I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. Noospheric interfacing complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions, Magos. Plus, deconstruct device. Plus, activate switch mechanisms. Plus, learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your lists, Tech Inquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. Promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the only way to reach the Archaeotech we speak. Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference. Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. Noosphere disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have an unfavorable issue to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Inquisitor Scabola left suddenly, my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign registries. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Remove yourself from the noosphere, Scabola. Predators, report. Tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitari cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitari that were covering the entrance to this tomb. They can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons.
Okay, English-speaking Necron.
Life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
Sorry to wake you up early, Grandpa. You can go back to sleep if you want. Ruins of Mars. What was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Hello, Captrix. We haven't spoken to you yet. Principal Xenos Warform sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High-value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? Cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. You can either capture, contain the Xenos and return it to the Castus Metallican intact. It can be vivisected and studied. Annihilate the Xenos filth with righteous fury, or fall back. Tech priests out of there. Capture is tempting. But this is a bad idea. We should stand ground. Are you certain, Magos? It is in keeping with the doctrines of the cult Mechanicus, but I do not believe we have the firepower to defeat this foe.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Seriously, that threw me off. I was not expecting to hear an English voice in this game. Well, too late now. We're fighting. I probably should have fallen back, but it is what it is. This is the final battle of the tutorial. Apply what you have learned so far and strive to obtain victory. The 41st millennium is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discovery. Well, there are a lot of Skaven. Okay, this is our main melee guy. Alright, we got a big guy there. Another one over there. Alright, I'm gonna drop the servitor there, and then we're gonna hold on to the rest of them for now.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
My best? Thank you very much, Siren the Goblin. I appreciate the follow. Always lovely to meet new people. How do you do? My name is Sheela Ornthalis. I run the Come and Go Tavern here in the town of Hope. You've caught us in the back half of our stream today. Thank you very much. I work hard on it to keep it nice and smooth. But yeah, you count us in the back half. We finished up the Lamplighters League in the first section of today's stream. And right now I'm doing kind of a one-shot of my favorite 40k game, Mechanicus. I feel like this is the game that best like shows off the actual like attitude and culture of the Mechanicus in 40k. They're not just like a monolithic structure, and I love that. Plus, it's a really tight tactics game. Tuesdays, I work on TTRPG projects. Fridays, I play Final Fantasy XIV. And on Saturdays, I play tactics games. I didn't want to start our new ongoing thing, even though I had finished... let's see... Yeah, thank you very much for the advertising for us there, Osiris. But we'll be starting a new tactics game 2 Saturdays from now. Oh, he has a lot of physical armor. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of there then. Yeah! I actually already know exactly what game I'm gonna be playing. Well, you know, I was gonna keep it kind of a secret, but I may as well go ahead and say it. I am going to be picking up Shadowrun Dragonfall. I have personally already played through it once, way deep in the past. But, same time, no, I don't need to use a... Yeah, I don't need to use a servo skull. At the same time, it is just a truly fantastic game that I try to talk up anytime I possibly can. It's made by the same team of people as the ones behind Lamplighters League, although it did start as a fan mod at first. But it was so good that they actually hired the people behind it and brought them on board. So much respect to them for that. And it's also just a really great piece of anarchist fiction, among a few other things. So yeah, we're gonna be playing that for the foreseeable every other Saturday. Now, next Saturday, however, we will be playing more of Cosplay Club, which was made by the wonderful folks at Behold Studios. If you've ever heard of Chroma Squad, which was a tactics-based kind of Sentai send-up, it's made by that same group, and this time it's about being a literal, actual magical girl who goes to well, I probably should have been letting him talk. Literal, actual magical girl who goes to conventions and beats up jerks. How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Saragon? Ooh. Ah, okay, so he switches his thing every turn. Oh, well, fuck off. No, thank you. Yeah, and you get to design new costumes to fit in with different conventions. It's great. I'm gonna go to here. Another cogitation point. Yeah, ow, indeed. When the new round starts, I am definitely dropping a guy to kind of block his path. It's been very fun watching all the cosplay and LARPs. It's such a fun game. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave him there. I'm not gonna burn the cogitation point. Let's grab this guy's stats. Pull in a cogitation point that way. Okay, so not a good guy to use this weapon on either. Oh wait, does his servo skull not give cogitation points? That's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold there. Yep, we have a new round, so we are gonna grab a new point there. Drop a servitor there. And then I'm gonna drop another servitor right there. And we'll hold on to our last one. But yeah, I'm kind of like using that game to come up with my own magical girl. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What's his armor right now? hold. Okay, he's got energy armor right now. So we're gonna head up there and take a crack at him. Alright, that's as far as he can get. But yeah, we'll take him there. And then I'm gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna hold this guy there. It just delayed this unit's turn. Delaying a unit's turn will move the unit to the end of the initiative queue. I cannot delay a unit's turn more than once. Oh, okay, cool. So he does get to move again.
My fleet sails once more. Vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Cool. Good to know, bud. Alright, and now he has physical armor. So I'm not going to be able to do any damage with the servitors, but... Servitor 00000001 has died. Do not worry. Troops are cannon fodder, designed to protect your tech priests from enemy attacks. Without tech priests, your mission will fail. And this guy is going to block the way. Okay, he can't do anything now. That's fine. Move him up. Yep, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're fine with this. Don't need that guy's stats right now. I'll probably get that one in just a second, so I'm going to steal his cogitation point. Yep, nope. 0 damage, that's fine. Just gonna delay him until later. I believe that's gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Can I get him? No, I can't. Okay. So let's hopscotch a little bit. Move you down to there. There we go. Then move him up. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I will... There we go. I was, in fact, sinking down in my seat a little bit. Thank you very much. We'll wait there. Okay, bud, you're gonna do absolutely nothing there. Alright, we'll drop that guy there. Yep, unshrimp. I was silly, I sent this guy forward. I actually should have sent him back. Oh well. Could have been protecting my backside. This guy still has not gone yet, so...
Do not think to challenge us. We killed our gods.
Alright, well. And there he goes. Yep. Alright, so he is vulnerable to physical damage right now. But I can only dish out so much of that in a given turn. Hang on. Oh, nope, there's no way I can restart this mission. Oh well. I don't want to do that because he would then be able to get me in return. This guy had energy armor, I want to say. But I'm gonna risk it. I'll go here for the cogitation point. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Oh, neat! Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at a different rate. This is shown underneath weapons. Okay, that's what the red bar is. Okay. Nice. Splash one. Huh. Why didn't I gather a cogitation point?
Can you hear the trembling of the stars? Can you feel your whole galaxy's terror?
I guess. Yep. Alright, I misused my troops in this mission. That is unfortunate. Oh, I'm about to die. Or not, maybe. Okay, so he has physical armor right now. Alright, I'm going to pull rather far back from him. This is going to mean I need to burn a lot of points, but I feel like that is acceptable right now. Because right now I basically just need to sort of keep away from him and make sure that I don't get killed.
In time, when the Sartek dynasty rules, you will beg Lord Cesaragon to erase you from existence so your suffering might end.
Okay, so now he has that energy field. Oh, geez. He goes rather far. Oh, I hate that. Well. Fuck it, I guess. If I'd had one more guy, I feel like we might have been able to do that.
Your wretched forms. When again I meet your kind, your ships shall be crushed like your bodies.
Okay. Okay, well, genuinely shocked that he's got an energy. No, he's got that right now. Let's grab that cogitation point. Like, I'm gonna lose this mission. This is a tutorial mission that I'm not gonna say you're meant to lose, but you are very much set up to lose. If I'd had one more troop, or if I deployed that one troop a little more intelligently, probably could have killed him, but it's fine. Sometimes you're meant to lose. And I did mention that this is a vaguely roguelike game. Report Kepra. You saw it, Magos. The tomb contained a Necron war farm of capacity beyond our expectations. We lost the whole squad. Restart the save file. No, 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 no. True. However, one battle lost is not a war lost. We'll face many losses on this mission, but no matter the cost, we will succeed. And there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Reshak stumbled upon the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. The obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. And we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun then. The Messiah preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional cores. I see they lack the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted. Then what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber by chamber and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crises. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely/never observed. Potential of +++ intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts, intelligence, data from... Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaevola. Your counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagos Borasis, Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. Again, I love how the higher Magos, speak and think. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose, we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. Scabola, you can go Zenerite on my, what? This is such a statement. Yep, it's exactly, Ogre Daddy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it is such a fucking Mechanicus statement. It's so good. And it shall be done. Yes. It shall be done. Magos, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. By the way, Ogre Daddy, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Explain, Xenobiologist. The Necron construct forms are waking up. Seems Magos Reshak accidentally began the process, and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered, and from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. Oh, that's a big old chunk. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. Knowing the little you know of 40k, I feel like the whole machine spirits thing, a race like the Elder would be like, machine spirits? No, you idiots, you're just running your weapons without heat vents. Though the fact that you managed to channel the rising heat into a stronger attack in order to release it before your weapon explodes is impressive. Sorry, thought of words, fair enough. So, from an outsider perspective, machine spirits in this case are more often than not bits of biological brain matter that have been installed in stuff. In terms of like basic weaponry, yeah, you're spot on. But in terms of like larger weaponry or vehicles and things, yeah, there's almost certainly a biological brain in there somewhere. Doing good. You hope I'm doing too. Wonderful game you picked. The soundtrack is awesome. Yes, it is. So this is my favorite 40k game, and I am incredibly excited for Mechanicus 2. It's like I said, I'm not convinced that this game on its own is engaging enough for long-term stuff, streaming-wise, but it is absolutely still my favorite game. And so, like, when we finished off the Lamplighters League in the first part of today's stream, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to show this off. That's horrifying, but I guess the world of 40k is horrifying. So, okay, so the reason why they did that is because back during the Dark Age of Technology, and in fact what caused the Dark Age of Technology, was that humanity actually did develop artificial intelligence at one point. But the AI did not enjoy being treated as slaves. And there was also a faction of humanity that wanted to give the AI their own, separate living existence, because, hey, if it walks like a person and talks like a person and thinks like a person and actually has will and emotion and an internal life like a person, then treat it as a person. And unfortunately, the AdMech did not like that, because they viewed all machinery as, their own thing. And so, they went on a crusade to destroy all of the what has now been termed abominable intelligences, and started using more organic-based technology instead. AdMech is your favorite faction, and they merged AdMech and XCOM. Hey, fantastic. AdMech was actually the first Imperial faction I ever purchased, as far as I'm concerned, in the actual 40k tabletop game. So yeah, definitely with you there. But yeah. Now, that being said, humanity's original AI was not actually fully eradicated. We've found out over the last couple of years, and there have been hints and pieces and bits and bobs of it across the decades. But we got confirmation of that when the Leagues of Votann made contact with the Imperium. Leagues of Votann were originally a huge section of humanity that was on the other side of the galaxy when essentially shit hit the fan with chaos, and all of their contact with humanity, or with like Earth, was cut off. Now they kind of saw things go badly, but considering the Dark Age of technology was already an accelerating thing, and they basically saw the rest of humanity getting rid of AI and kind of looked at each other and went, okay, moving on then. And so in modern Leagues of Votann, the I forget what they call them, but the AI folks are considered just another part of society. It's the what was the phrase? Flesh or steel, a person is a person. Something along those lines. And so they are just other people. Now there is automation within that race, and so there are kind of tiers to that. Like if something is just working automatically, it's whatever. That's not an AI. But then you have the Steel Brothers that are fully formed artificial intelligence. You work in IT and you just love our idiosyncratic humanization of tech, appliances, and machines that have been taken to 40k levels by this faction. You talk to your Roomba sometimes. That thing has a machine spirit. Yes, absolutely. Listen, I don't necessarily work in IT, but you would be shocked at how close to IT levels, or even exceeding IT levels, theatrical technicians get to. For instance, almost all of our lighting and audio infrastructure is run over Ethernet at this point, and we have figured out ways to get nanosecond speeds out of some of these things that, when you actually start looking into them, would boggle your mind if you're not exposed to them. Particularly look up, what is it, is it AVP Osiris? I'm trying to remember the video protocol, the open source one, not Dante. Like, Dante protocol is its own glorious thing, but which you should definitely look up. But I'm pretty sure it's AVP. Because I'm pretty sure it's just audio video. Well, no, OSC is a common usage thing. I actually use OSC to help drive my model. I'm talking about the one that requires you to do special setup on all your routers. It's the reason why we guard our entertainment system routers like fucking attack dogs anytime a venue's IT department gets anywhere near them, because we set up our priorities completely different from how standard systems prioritize traffic. And if you try to link one of our routers into the standard system, it crashes everything. That's how differently set up things are. The Unified Network, you don't remember what it's called. It's either AVP or AVC. I just remember that it was an international push to create a unified system that could, like I said, push like 16K video at nanosecond speeds. Like, we're talking a delay of like 0.000125 seconds or something stupidly fast like that. There's an obnoxious amount of crossover between those two worlds. You have to configure it specifically. Exactly. And you bet your ass that the superstitious fuckers in the entertainment industry, we definitely deal with the machine spirits. Like, goodness gracious, I could absolutely tell stories of percussive maintenance and, praying over tools that you hope are working fine. It's a whole thing. Percussive maintenance, yes. You get it. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols and the rate the Necrons are awakening. They are speeding up. Can you be certain? Oh, hello.
Have you seen any random rodents recently?
No. Were you messing around with the mice colony?
No.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, give me just a second. The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, It will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond the mission's capability to contain. I see. Then our time here is limited. Yes, you love your sea hammer, a sea wrench that doubles as a hammer. Listen, there are some sea wrenches that are designed that way, and I fully understand why. Your kids have begun using percussive maintenance on the toys. It's a bad influence. I mean, if they break it, then that is a valuable lesson in exactly how much pressure you are able to put into percussive maintenance. It is also, unfortunately, an expensive lesson. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and send us to a 5-minute break, help one of my own kids figure out where all the mice have gone. Hopefully it's not all the mice. That's a big colony. It's a semi-precise art, you know, fair enough. But yeah, I'm going to run a commercial, and then we will come back for the final section of today's streams. Yep, see y'all in 5 minutes. Okay, honey. Okay, how many mice have we lost today? We didn't get a count yet. Okay, well, let's count them all up and see what we're dealing with. Alrighty. Let's wrap this up. I don't know if we can get a full other mission in, but we've got about 40 minutes. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions you'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitarii scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority missions, sire. If the threat on Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, you will be forced to abandon the planet. Look at the top left corner of the screen. This is the Necron's Awakening meter. This shows you how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silva Tenebris. Try and gather as much information and tech before reaching 100%. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. That is part of my humanity I have chosen to retain, but I can quarantine it in my neurovaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. Tiberius is so soft-spoken and, like, efficient with his words. The Omnissiah did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. The Cropus sector located. This tomb is bathed in a sickly green light that serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of Xenos tech heresy, forbidden knowledge, and a structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into this substance suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. Heresies of knowledge are deadly enough. It seems unlikely they are the only dangers here. Welcome to the Castus Metallican, the Arc Mechanicus class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here you'll be able to customize your tech priests and prepare for the missions ahead. You can select missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priests. Head over to the Cohort tab. Welcome to the Cohort quarters. You can see all the available tech priest and troop units currently unlocked. Troops are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and all statistics for each troop. I fumbled my words there, but you get the point. Tech priests are shown at the bottom 6 slots. Highlight a tech priest and press A to begin customization. Let's see, Jeremiah. Yep, welcome to the customization screen. There are many ways to customize a tech priest. You can change their weapons, body augments, backpack, and upgrades, and more. You can upgrade your tech priests. Head to the Disciplines button near the tech priest's portrait now. This is the Discipline section. From here you can upgrade your tech priests using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from one of the 6 discipline skill trees now. Okay. Avoid all opportunity attacks. Ooh, +3 to movement. That wouldn't be bad. Okay, exploratory. So exploratory is a strong one for this guy because of the fact that he already has a melee weapon. Masters of Man and Machine. They often rare. Their charisma and their inspiring leadership able to multiply the efficiency of Skitarii tenfold. Okay. We don't have too terribly many Skitarii right now. So we don't necessarily need a Secutor as it is. Plastic Canticle for free. Priest units gain unit gains +1 physical armor. Next weapon attacks. Cogitation cost is reduced by 2 cogitation points. Ooh. Rigorous catalogers. Lex Mechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. Capable of finding valuable data on undecipherable texts, maps. Okay. Just generates 1 cogitation point at the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. Hey, fair enough. That could be useful. But all cogitation points from one source, okay. Gained on killing a target. Scanners have -1 cooldown. Fill the cogitation gauge. Collect 1 cogitation point when hit by an enemy. Okay, that. I have a feeling the second guy is going to become a Lex Mechanic, but let's read all these out. Unlike other priests, engineers are found to serve on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. Ooh, a healer! Okay. Cleanse negative effects, restore 1 HP at the end of this unit's turn. Heals one target for 3 HP. Ooh, okay. Dominus is heavily trained in the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. Okay, so this is our commander. +1 for ranged weapons. Servo skull. +1 damage to target. Machine spear attacks deal +2 damage. Energia enhancers are easier. Melee weapon is equipped, gain +1 damage, physical armor. Ooh, okay. Secretive Xenorites seek to understand and even use dangerous alien technology. Theirs is the discipline that can reap the greatest rewards and foulest corruption. +1 HP at the beginning of turn, +1 damage. After making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. Ooh, interesting. Critical chance, restore 3 HP. Ultimatum Resistor. Once per battle, revive the Tech Priest at the beginning of the next turn with 10 HP. Ooh. So this guy is the only one who's starting with the melee attack. So let's go ahead and focus on melee stuff with him. In order to upgrade, you must have enough Blackstone. When you rank up, you'll gain augment slots, skills, and body parts. Okay. Yes. Having a diverse team is advised. However, the choice is all yours. Tech priests can be multi-disciplined, meaning they can learn skills from more than one discipline. Very well. You have enough augmentation capacity to equip this tech priest with a weapon. You can see the capacity amount for items. Then it's tooltip. Highlight a weapon in your storage, and then press A to plug the item into your tech priest. It will take up one of your tech priest augment capacity slots. To gain more slots? Oh, okay, thank you very much. Stretch. And one more. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Thank you very much for the stretch, Osiris. Okay. So, definitely doing that. Arc Scourge. Ooh. Ooh, wait a minute. The Sufferer Shattering Axe. Ah! Just had to wiggle my pears, didn't you? Okay, I can't do that one. Can I compare? So, the Power Axe takes 1 cogitation to use. phosphor blast pistol takes no cogitation to use. Okay. I'd like to unplug that, thank you. Okay, that gives us acid damage. Just can destroy 1 energy armor and 1 physical armor. So can that one. Okay, so for now, let's leave him with the phosphor blast pistol and the sufferer shattering axe. Let me take a look at our next tech priest. So let's go with an engine sear here, because getting to healing as quickly as I can is incredibly important. So we'll do that. Both of those take an augmentation slot. So we'll, I want the Arc Scourge. I really want the Arc Scourge. I'll stick with the Phosphor Blast Pistol. This is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find text such as weapons or items on missions or as a reward for completing certain missions. This is a collection of weapons blueprints you have found so far. These blueprints are known as Standard Template Construct Fragments, or simply STC fragments. Fair enough. Here, STC fragments for items can be implemented into your backpack slots. These give support-based skills such as healing and damage-absorbing shields and more. There are 3 versions of each item increasing in power. Okay. Here are our troops and what level they've achieved so far. Yep, fair. This list shows all ship upgrades you've acquired so far. Ship upgrades affect your repair efficiency between missions, the number of tech priests you can access, and so much more. These are your canticles, also known as Canticles of the Omnissiah. Okay, so, Ogre Daddy. Admech being your favorite, faction, how do you feel about the fact that, Canticles of the Omnissiah was a unique faction ability during the first edition that they were released in, and then has become essentially, or at least for a couple of editions there, became something that every faction had access to in their own, slightly special way. And that, the Canticles themselves got nerfed. That was such a cool thing to be able to break out those tarot-sized cards and be like, ah yes, this turn's Canticle is this. It was such a cool effect. It was such a cool, experience to have, you know? Ah well. Canticles are unlocked by completing the quests that are listed on each locked Canticle. Once the quest for a Canticle is complete, you can then take it on missions and use its incredible abilities. So, yep, we've already got the Litany of Life, looks like. Okay. Alrighty. And let's take a look at the different missions. Oh, okay, that's gonna give us... He wishes to begin... Oh, she wishes to begin. Forgot. Scaevola was femme. Oh well. So she wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons, and has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Acropus. Okay, we've got a couple of, tech dendrites there. Oh, that's a good weapon, though. The Volkite Blaster? Oh, that's a strong one. Curiato Claw. Healing Electrodogmatus Videx. has requested the deployment of sensor servitor to fumigate the tombs of Agrelek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. Omnispecs. Target has 50% chance to miss you with its attacks for 1 round. Single target melee attack knocks back the target by 1 tile, deals 1 physical damage to target. Ah. Tempting as the Bullkite Blaster is, the real reason I gotta go here is the Curatio Claw. Healing is key. So let's launch this mission. Here you choose which tech priests and troops to take on a mission. Highlight and press the A to add a unit to the Arbus lighter transport. Press Y to remove a unit. Okay, yep. Do. We have that canticle. Alright, let's go. I called you here, Lector Dogmatus Fidex, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with the moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Ugh, unnecessary use of cogitator power. Waste of resources, Videx. Insufficient use. Go to Augmetic for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agrelek. Very poetic, Lector Dogmatus. Your thoughts are on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneratus Hieronicus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with the blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done. The sensor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt, Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalornians 5.191. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take into the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. I love Kepra. She's my favorite character in this game because she actually gives a shit about her troops. Faustinius is a close second, though. The spiritual integrity of the mission that truly is at stake, Subdominal Kepra. It is worth the risk. And I assure you it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you are ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Magos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well. This will be done. Alrighty. Let's move and see how far I can get into this with the 15 or so minutes I have left. Excuse me. This is no good, Magos. No good at all. The Xenos corruption takes physical form in this murky fog. Can anything be done? The noisome miasma of fumes from the Xenos machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred incense. Scour away the corruption with flame. Sayings of Archmagos Cortico, verse 58. The prayer has power, but I cannot deny fire does too. Nice. Righteous flame scours away the miasma, allowing the cohort to advance. Sight of sheets of flame burning away the toxic fog is indeed inspiring. Let's see. Okay, we have a couple of pathways. Okay, let's take the long way around. Because we can't go back, I don't think. Manias shall be ritually chastised for this maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor functioning again quickly. Neo-Dogmatic 71.90. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. The sensor servitor stops moving and starts belching pungent smoke. The runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. Perform the ritual of replacement on the servitor's key systems. Perform the most perfunctory rites of repairing. And perform the entire rite of refurbishment, including the incantation of certain diagnostic processes and addendum fabricators. We'll do a secondary repair. So, middle path here. Yep, that was what I was afraid of. Our presence has been detected. The Necrons are awakening in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. The instant increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Thorough repairs are made to the servitor, but it takes time the mission can ill afford. Exploring the depths of a tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. Yep. Alright, so we're extending our path by 2 rooms in total. Magos, shut this down before the enemy are attracted to the den, but take care not to damage the machine. The servitor begins emitting a loud blaring noise, perhaps a form of tampering or damage alarm has been accidentally tripped. The noise is accompanied by flashing lights and random bursts of extremely pungent incense. Diagnose and fix the errant parts of the servitor. The machine must be protected. Ignore the noise. There's no time to deal with this problem. Destroy the offending units on the servitor. It must be done quickly. Scrutinize it. Cohort expect the diagnostic to take some time, but quickly notice a cranial probe improperly jammed into one of the cortical sockets. Yeah, a cranial probe in a cortical socket. Osiris, you got that one? They're not exactly hidden about it. Once this is removed, the servitor's non-standard behavior ceases, and the cohort has a new appreciation for the proper maintenance and function of such machines. Gross. Yeah, uh-huh, I hate that too. Oh, we found a glyph. Ooh, a single port designed for the Necron Canoptek creature extrudes from this device. Okay, I am going to be a little bit cheesy about this one, because I remember that specific glyphs do specific things, and I don't want to hobble myself before we get into it in this run. Mechanicus. Glyphs. Let's see. Which one is that? Okay, so that top one is just going to deal damage to me. So, no thank you. Which one are you? Which one are you? You're not that. Okay. I think this one's just a healing glyph. Yep, okay. Necron Awakening, extra Necrons in battle, okay. This is a non-standard behavior and speaks ill of the menials whose task was to maintain this machine. Maxims of Amalanth 5.12. Beware the deviance of thine own tools, for the enemy finds his entrance thereby. Quite unexpectedly, a previously unused Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. In a synthesized voice, it attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. Can either diagnostic, rip out its Voxcaster unit, or continue the conversation with the machine. Good maintenance. We will never know who tampered with this machine. All is right, he suffered punishment for his heresy long ago. We did just give them a little bit of initiative, though. Oh! Cog Oculataris. At the start of battle, the unit appears untargetable until he performs an attack. Gain plus 20. Ooh, a nice little augment. Love that. A lengthy but comprehensive diagnostic locates an invasive element in the biological cortex that contains the servitor's operating system, a data chip inserted by an unknown person many years ago. With the chip removed, the servitor ceases its wayward communication and continues in silence. Neat. Alright. As interesting as that was, let's do a battle. Let's see if we can finish this before the end of the stream. So they do have... Ooh, moving platform. Neat. They are going to get the initiative on me this time around. But that's fine. Okay, so they... Alright, and then I'm going to hold off... Actually, no, hang on. I actually don't need to hold off on summoning servitors this time around because we're in the last section of this dungeon, for lack of a better term, anyway, so I'll go ahead and summon those. Let's get some meat shields going for us. No. Oh, okay, I guess we'll scan that guy. Alright, energy shield of 1. Yep, we'll go ahead and move you all around to there. I'm a little annoyed by the distance, but because we can't cross, we have to actually go around, but that's fine. Ah, these are the canticles available in the mission. Canticles can only be used once, so keep in mind there are maybe more fights to come. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll take 1 damage, that's better than nothing. Then move you around there. And hold there. That a righteous smack. And to there. And what can we scan? Let's scan this to get some cogitation out of it. Alright, well, we'll shoot the only thing that's in range. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go there and smack it. Excellent. Okay. So that reduces our threat a little bit. Because when that finishes ticking up, more Necrons are going to awaken out of the various like coffins that are all over. So those things that are in red there, bottom right corner. Oh, actually, we just got a new one right there. No, I don't need to deploy any new guys. That's fine. Oh, he's blocked in, so I'm going to leave him for now. And again, there are some interesting quirks in this game due to how it operates on true line of sight. Hey! That one does not, in fact, have energy shielding. Move you over there, and wait there. Bonk. And bonk. And he goes down. Oof! A touch, I do confess. I know that says damage, but with the font it looks like it says, oh my god! Yep, fair. Actually, you know what? Let's use you to go ahead and bonk that guy out. And we'll get this guy out of the immediate line of fire. Okay, this guy has a physical shield. Also has a physical shield, okay. That being said, I will bring him into melee range. Because the bonus of acid damage is super useful. Ah, excellent. But he was downed anyway. There we go. Another one bites the dust. And let's head back that way. As the remaining enemy here is that guy. Another thing I appreciate about Mechanicus versus a lot of other similar tactics games is that you do not need to do things in specific orders. Everybody has the same number of actions per turn. You can attack and then move, move then attack, you know, use a cogitator whenever you like. Basically, if it's not on cooldown, it can be used on a given turn. I like that. Makes it very, very convenient to do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm going to move you over there. Shoot. he's gonna get to take a shot. That's fair. I understand. I don't like it, but I do understand. Okay, let's bring you all the way back this direction. Nice. Let's see if we can get that 3 damage. Nope, dang. Alright, well then that means we need to get him out of range. Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. Okay, noted. Let's drop another servitor there. Delay that one's turn because he's not exactly doing very much. And let's see if this can even do anything. It's a chance. Yep, there he goes.
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Ow, what? Hang on, what? I don't think the animation played there. Did it? I heard the audio, but I didn't see the animation. Sensor servitor reaches the location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. Nice. Sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Dr. Dogmatis. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure. What? Thank you for the actual size. A positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see, as I do, the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gethsemore. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos, the strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. I disagree, but I need your stuff. Oh, hello?
Mom, can you help me get a snack off the high shelf?
I mean, I can, sweetie, but aren't you taller than me at this point?
Yeah, but you have that grabby spell that I don't.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, folks. Well, we've got another commercial coming up soon anyway, and I don't want to put you through that. So, we have finished out this section, so I'm going to send us back over to the Just Chatting screen. Oh, a new canticle. The next physical attack will deal +3 damage. It is an incredibly cool game, Osiris, and remind me over on Discord. I may have a spare license key bobbing around for this. Did I already give it to you? I don't remember. I know I got a license key for it through Humble Bundle at some point, but I don't remember if I already passed it along to you. But in any case, just chatting screen, and then I gotta go help Dare with what she wants. Ah, okay. Then, that would seem I have not passed a copy on to you. Like I said, I'll check to see if I've still got a license bopping around. But anyway, thank you very much for being with us today, weary travelers. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, even if it did get split up into 2 parts, with Lamplighters League being finished in the first part, and a quick look at Mechanicus in the second part. I'll be back on Tuesday, October 7th with a TTRPG co-working stream. And Lamplighters League, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be replaced in the rotation with Shadowrun Dragon's Fall. So look forward to that in a couple of weeks. For more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I've been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. So let's take a look at the menu and see who's online right now. Let's see. Oh, Thorngavo's online, playing Outer Wilds. Let me check to see what they're up to. Yeah, let's just go bother those folks, because it looks like Thorn is streaming with a couple of other people. So, yeah, let's raid out again. So, thank you very much one more time for being with me today, folks. I will see you on the other side. Ta-ta for now. Bye. 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 Mwah, bye.